Hello everyone, welcome back to Hobby Ever After. My name is Elsie and we've got Eric here as well. We are doing our May games of 2026 where each of us pick 2 games and then play them. And then we review them at the end of the video for you guys. So, yes, today we are playing the Sherlock Files where we are going to see if we can figure out a mystery of what happened in Ignacio's back room. Poor Ignacio. So, yes, what do you think?
Seems good. It's going to be an interesting cooperative game, so who knows how this is going to go.
Alright, let's try and solve the mystery. Well, the mystery is solved, more or less. We got some details wrong, apparently enough to make us ranked as low as Inspector Lestrade, which is the lowest. So, unfortunately, we were not very good detectives in this case, even though we thought we were, because we did some big brain maneuvers.
We were really getting our way through and stuff like that, but it made some things obvious, made some things not so obvious, so it was like we accused the wrong guy, and here we are. Now we get to haul around the mule.
The mule.
The mule.
Alright, on to game number 2.
Welcome to the second game of May, where we are playing Flamecraft, but not just regular Flamecraft. We are playing Flamecraft of Dragons of the Past and Dragons expansion. Sorry about that. We put the box all the way, because as everyone knows, this game can take up a bit. We got these expansions with Flamecraft Duels, a wonderful game, as we are excited to play with the expansions. As you can see, we are playing with the High Dragons module and the companion module, where I chose Rosie, who I believe all the companions are based off of someone that works for Cardboard Alchemy. And for those who don't know what Flamecraft is where you are working as a Flamekeeper with a dragon. So like I am playing as our buddy over here, the stone, the metal, the anvil dragon, where I will be going around town, setting up shops, gaining materials, working with my dragons, and just, it's sort of like a town game where you're just going around, you're collecting materials, you're expanding it, you're making it flourish. There are end game objectives, there are mid game objectives. You can enchant to get these, which will get you more hearts, which is how you keep track during the game. And also dragons, so that's how you get dragons. You see a little dragon symbol, you then draw it up, and it's like, oh, I get nettle. And as you can see, each dragon has its own sort of thing. There are plant dragons, anvil dragons, crystal dragons, meat dragons, toast bakery dragons, and we have potion dragons as well. We have played this game a couple times before. Very fun, very good. We played the digital version as well. Super fun. Can't wait for that to fully come out, as we are going to dive right in and we are going to see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
Hello and welcome to our mid-game checkup of Flamecraft, as I'm currently in the lead with 31 points. Elsie coming in at a good old 27, as she has the advantage of coins, dragons, and items. But you know what I have? I may have 1 leaf, 1 crystal, 1 coin, and 1 dragon, and 4 probably dragons that won't get me there. But you know what I do have? I have the fire of a dragon that just left me in the bathroom. But we are here now. So we will try and push through this tyranny of Elsie dragons.
Yes, you are still ahead of me with points. But yes, I did just have a very big turn because I just activated my companion dragon.
Yes.
So.
And so let's return to the game. Woohoo! With a total of 85 points to Elsie's 82, Eric won this game for his game. So, woohoo! As you can see, the full board is fully laid out, and you can probably see the high dragons, these multicolored dragons that have crazy abilities on them as well. Very fun, very great. I don't know if you can get these separate. I believe you can, probably from Cardboard Alchemy, or check in with your local LGS as well. But very fun, very great. So glad we got to play this again, and hopefully we'll get to try out all the other modules as well. But thank you guys, and we are going to go on to the third video.
Here we are with game 3, Dragon's Hoard. It looks like it's just going to be a pretty simple set collection card game with some cute sheep and some cool dragons. We're just trying to get treasures by sacrificing sheep.
I wouldn't say that these are as cool sheep, more smug sheep.
Yeah, they're a little derpy.
Well, no, they're like, hee 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 hee. That's what I imagine the inner monologue of these sheep. Go us.
Would you say they're similar to the ones in Sheep Detective, probably?
Sure, a movie that we have not seen yet, but most likely, yes. So, just a game where you're playing as the big bad dragon, collecting sheep. You have, surprisingly, you can interact on your opponent's turn by having them skip a turn. You have unicorns that can protect you. You get layers. There's a lot of different stuff in this game. And if you've probably never heard of this game came out in 2017. Came from Renegade Games, but we just watched a video on it from someone who said this was from Mortensen Games, so this might be from overseas as well, which is very interesting.
Indeed.
But we will see you guys in the mid-game checkup. Prepare.
All right, the mid-game for me, at least, I seem to be getting much luckier. I have 6 treasures to Eric's 3 currently, and the goal is to get up to 10, so...
This game is very cruel. The thieves are very cruel. She thieved my thief out of my hand, and so I knew she was going to use the next turn. She took my princess that she put down, and then I've just been getting these high, expensive cards, and you've been getting all the low ones.
Yeah, now you know how I feel when we play Everdell, when you take all the green cards.
Yes, but so far very fun, very like, okay, wow, okay, so I need that color. Gosh, where's the colors? Like, there's so much to this game. I am enjoying it, though. All right, then.
See who wins. I'm a winner.
Mm-hmm.
I got 62.
To my 48.
Yeah,
Wow,
really, really bad luck this game.
Look at this. My last 3 cards, 2 wild, cheap, angry mob. I can't do anything. The other 3 options, a hero to skip her next turn. She doesn't have a next turn. She's winning. The unicorn won't do crap for me to protect. Then we've got a wolf. And then to follow along with the luck, we have the prince. An 8 cost with one of the highest cards. Hip, hip, hooray.
Hip, hip, hooray.
Very fun. Can't wait to reminisce about this in the recap at the end. But we have one more game coming over the horizon.
Brain melting game.
Rising Sun. Our first big tabletop miniature game, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So, woo! Hello and welcome back, everyone. Whereas the sun might be setting here, the Rising Sun is here, as we are playing the Rising Sun board game by Simon. As you can see, it is a large game.
Very large.
Very large.
Covers our whole dining room table with just 2 of us.
Yes. So, where you are playing as different clans within a old style Japan, so sort of like Shino age, where you are trying to become the emperor at the end before the winter, where you are setting up your clans all over. You're setting up towns. You're sending out your warriors to fight. You're asking the gods, the kami, to help you, and you are summoning large monsters from all around the world to help you. As this is a sort of more deluxe edition that we got off of someone locally, and so that is super fun. But yes, this is going to be really one of our first big miniature war games. We haven't ever played Ankh. We haven't super played anything of this style, as where Elsie will be playing the Dragonfly clan, where she can move anywhere within the region. I am playing the Turtle clan, where I have my lovely turtles, as they will move and go around, and they cannot be killed, as they will go bop, 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 and they will take up precedence. But yes, this will be a very interesting game, as those who are very knowing of war games and stuff like that, these games take a long time. This will probably be one of our more longer games, probably next to Arkham Horror. There will be probably a lot of looking back in the rules, but who knows, this could also be a shorter game. This game, I believe, is really intended for 3 players plus, but that's only for the alliances and stuff like that, where you could just play with 2 players and just not do alliances. That's what we're doing. But hey, we will let you guys know how it goes. Hello and welcome to the mid-game check-in. I'm bad at war. My turtles are not doing super well. They're around, but this area is a big pain to get to because I have to try and go all the way there and go all the way back. But it's like I need to have my guys in the central area, and then she can pop her guys anywhere. I can only pop my guys where there are turtles. She keeps on betraying my monsters, and I guess I gotta be more backstabby. I mean, look at him. Oh, he may wear the skulls of humans and orbs of flesh, but he's just a guy who's trying to do his best. Check this lane. Oh yeah, look, he's got heads on his mustache too. That's so fun. Ha ha ha. Yeah, but Eric is in the lost. He's in the pits. Elsie's flying high with the dragonflies. It's going fun though. I thought it would be a lot. It's like, we have to go back, double check the rules, make sure that like, oh, this is happening. But
yeah, it's really not that complicated.
Yeah, no, it's really not. It's pretty nice. So, yeah, we will let you guys know how it goes. I am not a war strategist at all, people. I cannot do all this. I can do it in D&D. I can, look at a person and be like that. But here, I could not. With my staggering 26 to your Elsie.
64.
Yeah.
I'm off the board.
Yeah, I only got 3 little guys. I got 1 from each round. Second round was probably the most devastating. As I got out-honored. What, that was twice? Tied for honor, and you just won it. Mm-hmm. So that was really rough. But definitely a very fun game. We both enjoyed this a little bit more than I thought we did. And it went by a lot faster. It took us like 2.5 hours to play. And that was because look back through, do that, had something else to deal with. But very much a good game. Yeah. Very good month of games. May board game month. Very well done. As we will review this right now. Hello and welcome back, everyone. As you just saw, we were finishing up Rising Sun after Elsie's conquest defeat against me with her River Dragon and against my Onis. Boo-hoo. We are here to now review the 4 games that we played this month of May. And let me tell you, there were some games. They were very fun, very good, very well done. As you know, we don't like to trash on any games. These are all just our reviews and opinions of the game. And let us know down in the comments your reviews and opinions of the games as well. As probably some of these you may have heard of, some of them you may have never heard of. And we always like to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. So let's start off with the Sherlock Files, which was Elsie's choice.
Yeah, so basically this comes with 3 different scenarios, just 3 decks of cards, basically. You start out with one, like the scene of the crime or whatnot, and then you draw some cards, and you have certain words that you can tell your partner, and then you can decide to play a card or discard it if you think it's irrelevant. But then if you discard the wrong thing, then you get the wrong, lose a point or gain a point for different things. And so it was very interesting, and it was fun, but I felt like the random nature of when certain pieces of information come up makes it a lot more difficult, excuse me, because you can be getting cards that make you think one thing for sure, but then all of a sudden it's like, wait, no, everything has changed. And then the rule about whether or not you could look back into the discarded cards was not super clear, if there even was one that I didn't super see. But so I wasn't sure about that part, but we played it so that we couldn't look at them, so that was a little difficult. So you would next time make sure that we really remember what we're discarding, or even take notes. And yeah, like I said, it takes away a point for every irrelevant card that you played instead of discarded. But there was one case where I was like, okay, I know this is irrelevant, but he doesn't know who this person is yet, and he needs to know, right now, and so I have to play it.
Yep, it's a very interesting, unique card system, I will say.
Yeah, but overall, I found it very interesting, and I am low-key itching to play one of the missions solo, just to see how different the experience is, just okay, I am Sherlock, I'm going on this on my own, I know all of this information. Maybe, I actually don't know. I'm sure there's probably certain things that are hidden from you, but yeah, what are your thoughts?
A very interesting game. First off, this is it says Q system, so that must mean it's a certain type of game system that maybe we're not aware of. And the company is called Indie Boards and Cards. So from that, I'm assuming that maybe it's like sort of a newer game or like a game, because the authors are Marty Lucas, Joseph Izquierdo, and Rickard Ibanez. So this may have been like their first game and stuff like that too. So maybe they tried to get it working out like that. But my notes.
2021.
But yes, I found it very interesting. Odd. We couldn't super discuss a lot of details until we presented the card. The card art was good, but some of them it was like, does this really go here? Does this match up here? Like we were going back and forth on, especially like the shopkeepers in and like not in the back room, like because they showed like the same a very wide shot and then like a wide shot, but it was very. It wasn't exactly the same as it should have been. They didn't make sure like things looked how they should have been accordingly, depending on the card description. So that really threw us off. Really good thinking game. If you really want a game that just will make you think and go, definitely that. But definitely just something more, I don't know how to say it, but just like, I wouldn't bring this up unless, we were on like a really weird road trip or something like that. This wouldn't be like an introductory game. This would be like a game of people and that you're just sort of feeling very bored and just want to do something like very inquisitive and stuff like that, I will say. But otherwise, no other notes on it.
Yeah, there's definitely certain people who like this is their vibe, like really like escape room games and like puzzly and all that sort of stuff. So if that is your vibe, I think that you would certainly enjoy this one. Yeah, does have that random element, but that's how murder investigations and whatnot go in real life as well. You're going down one path and then all of a sudden you get a new piece of evidence and then it's like, oh, never mind. So, yeah, very interesting.
All right, so on to the second game that we played. We played Flamecraft with the expansions of Dragons and Dragons and of Dragons of the Past. Yes, as we played with the High Dragons, which were dual-colored dragons, which turned out to be very powerful, we will say. We definitely used the loaf and fire combination a lot, mixed in with one that could move from the park area and then fire off another dragon when it switched around with one. And then, sorry, we are just looking up the other name. And then we also played with the new shops and companions as well, as you probably saw that there were some new shops, but also with companions. I believe they are all based off of different people who worked on the game with Cardboard Alchemy on Flamecraft and on the expansions as it came with the Flamecraft duels. It was very fun. I very much enjoyed it. Flamecraft is a game that we do not get on the table too often, though we need to play it multiplayer. One of these days we have to. I feel like it's just such a good game. It's not difficult to get into. It's just definitely like, it gets off really good and then you get no cards in your hands. Then it gets really grindy, I feel like. And then you're just running around at the end. That's sort of how our Flamecraft usually goes, I feel like. As I won this, which was very fun. Definitely loved the new expansion. So within this, there are about there's about 5 different modules or supplements that you can add into it. And so you can go play at the park. You can go play at the statue. And then there's more other locations as well that have different abilities. There's a lot to add on, and that was very fun to see. I do wish that they made more different enchantment cards. Like, these enchantments are harder to upgrade, but they give you different abilities or something like that. I feel like that would have been super fun to see. The companion cards that we also played with, we each used ours. I feel like you got more out of yours that you used as well, and so that was very good. As they otherwise didn't add a whole lot, I will say, as mainly we were also when you're playing Flamecraft, you have so many stuff in front of you. You have your potions, having the companion, and then having both the sun dragons, which can activate during when you're playing, and then the night dragons when they give you end of round points. You're keeping track of a whole bunch of stuff, so you could definitely miss out on your companion ability.
Yeah, so I have always enjoyed Flamecraft as a game in and of itself, and yeah, I was curious as to what like expansions would add, and yeah, I did think that it was worth it. Like the new locations, like their abilities were like pretty cool. And like some of them had like different icons. Like one of them had the Kickstarter icon, and one of them had like things like that. Which the rules didn't specify what, like if you were supposed to get a resource there or
That's
not.
right.
So we just played it as if they were wilds. But yeah, I did really like the high dragons or the dual dragons. Their abilities were kind of OP. Some of them, like we would just keep reactivating them by like using potion dragons, because when you like activate a potion dragon, you can like switch it with a different dragon to activate that one instead. And so yeah, like we could just put them back in the park and then get them back and then just do it over and over again, basically.
Right.
And yeah, I liked the companions as well. Yeah, the one that I had let me get all of the resources from one shop and the two neighboring shops, which was insane. Which, now that I think about it, I think there is a resource cap. I think you're only supposed to have like 8 of each total or something.
Yeah, but you weren't close to that at all.
I think I was close.
You may have gotten 6 or 7, but 8, no.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I didn't super think about that, like different types of like enchantments or like giving you different abilities with those. I think that would be a really interesting expansion to add as well. But yeah, overall I would say if you love Flamecraft, these are certainly worth it. If it's something that you don't play super often, then might not be as worth it for you, but that is a decision for you and your wallet.
Yes. Yes. Now moving on to our third game, one of the ones that I've sat the longest on, personally, my shelf. So I got this long time ago, and this came out back from Dragon's Hoard from Renegade Studios, designed by Nathaniel Mortensen. We're trying to get better at that, saying the names of creators, and otherwise it says Cosmos, so maybe it's from somewhere else. But this came back out in 2017, and I think I got this back in, like 2022, 23, and we only got to play it now in 26. So it's been out for a while. We didn't find a whole lot of videos about it. We found videos of a different company, different sort of cover art, so this may have been a transfer game. We're only just saying this in case you're interested in playing it. If you're going to see a lot of different things. But this game is about sort of color matching, almost, in the sense where you are playing as a dragon and you are collecting gold, you are collecting princesses, you are getting a lair which cares about the sort of colors that you do care about and stuff like that. And then there's the unicorn that will protect you. There's the mage that will make your spell unstoppable. There's the dragon that will stop something. There's the knight that will say skip a turn.
Yeah, skip other person's turn, yeah.
And then there is the thief, which will steal 2 cards from your opponent, which was the downfall of this game. Very fun game. Elsie won this game.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's just because you got really bad luck.
I kept on getting all the high-cost princesses. I saw in that game, how many colors are in this? 5? Yeah. 4 of the 6 highest costed cards, along with every other single high costed card.
Yeah, and I got way more of the actions for whatever reason.
Yeah, and you thiefed my thief as well, so you got to steal from me 2 turns in a row, which this game is very generous on cards. Say you're under 3 or 4, you draw back up to...
If you have 4 or more, you draw 2. If you have less than 4, you draw 3.
Yes. Yeah, I wrote down very screwy, LOL, as yes, this game can definitely, you really have to be on top of everything. So you could be going with reds. Well, you don't see reds for the next 2 rounds, it seems like. Or there's so many yellows, but you're not getting the right yellows and you're waiting on them. Art is amazing for the time of this game. Very well done. I love the different aesthetics. Each color seems to have its own sort of theme to it as well. Each card is not like the same as like a deck of cards and stuff like that. Very nice and very short as well, because this didn't take us too long to play. Didn't take up too much of the table space. I can see it depending on the sort of game, like because you build out in front of you and stuff like that. This could take up more space, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, just more space if there's more people, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's everything I had written for it because I'd already given out my grievances. But very fun game, very good.
Yeah, I liked it as well. I found it to be just a very simple set collection game. Like, basically the main decisions that you need to make is if you want to give up your higher value cards or action cards in order to play low value cards, or if you want to try and save up for the high value cards by getting rid of the low cost cards. And while you're saving up to play those, hope that your opponent doesn't decide to take half of your hand. Because, or, oh yeah, that was one of them, was, yeah, discard half your hand.
Oh yes, that's right. Which one was that?
I don't remember. So, yeah,
the
that
mob.
was fun.
The mob.
The mob, yeah.
And then there's the magical sheep, which is any color sheep.
Oh yeah.
Any color card, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say this is definitely an easy one to pull out, like, between other games or whatnot. If you just want a chill game, then yeah, this is definitely a good option.
But yes, moving on to our fourth and final game. A game that I feel like took us by surprise is Rising Sun from Simon Games. The very proud people at Simon, they love their war games. They love their mini games, as they have done Ankh, Marvel's United, Zombicide, and I think some sort of like Cthulhu, like Eldritch hunting game and stuff like that as well. As this is a game where you take upon a faction in ancient Japan, in the eastern area and stuff like that, where you are fighting during the seasons against other people. But before that, during the seasons, you are training, you are recruiting, you are betraying, you are sending your Shinzos to go up to the temple to go pray for the kami's. You are gathering allies, putting out more of your bushos, which are your army men, or you are getting a dragon, onis, demons, I think they're called Bujin dogs. I think that's what they are called. You can get those as well. You get enchantments. There is a whole lot to this game, and as you saw in the video, it's a big old table hog.
Oh, yeah.
This thing takes up the table. But the most surprising thing about it was we were scared. We were scared to play this because it was a very intense game. I've been watching videos on it for a while. People have had very different mixed reviews on it and stuff like that. But overall, I gotta say, I really enjoyed this, even though I lost horribly. I got like, what, 28 or lower?
I don't remember.
You got like 64?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yes. As I went with a whole low honor, make my Onis more powerful sort of strategy, backfired horribly. But yes, no, a very fun game. I love the models in it. They are very nice, as you could see. I played as the the Turtle Clan as well, where Elsie played as the Dragonfly Clan, in which these two were probably not the ones that you want to go up against in the 2v2, where my turtles are moving around the board, having one force, so they can like add on pressure in that area as well. And they can move, and so that's really great. She can just place her guys anywhere, though. And that's a problem for people like me, that I'm like, my turtles have to move to make me put down places, and then it's going to different places. Very, very unique system. Yes, it goes very easy once you get it going. Take the first season that we played. That one was very like, are we doing this right? Does this look good? and stuff like that. And then second season, third season came along, and we were great. We were flying. It was really good. Definitely would be fun to play with more people, as this is a very large board game, and this is meant for more people, as you can create alliances, you can talk with people, you can politic and stuff like that. It's very unique and interesting. I can see why it was such. It's also got a very large Kickstarter as well and stuff like that too, which was super fun. I wish my only one thing is like, I wish the clans could get like a little upgrade thing or something like that. Like you could put it into like the store deck where during training, yes, you can go and buy stuff at a store, monsters, enchantments. But I wish you could buy like a clan upgrade or something like that. Or like after each season your clan goes stronger. I feel like that would be very fun to add to this game.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I was definitely intimidated by this game just from like the things that he had told me about it and like the very little that I had seen, like with all of the minis and everything. It actually ended up being much simpler than we had anticipated. Like obviously there's the learning curve, but once you're into it, it's like, oh yeah, all of this just makes sense. And like, yeah, it felt like there was a good balance of like being able to get money, and then you use the money to do different war actions, and like the amount of battles, and just like everything felt pretty balanced.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't one thing that was like, oh, there's too much of this going on and not enough of this.
And I think it almost worked for you as well. You didn't have to worry about the movement aspect as much.
Yeah.
Because you started off on a far island. And you had plenty of like, you can go through different islands by taking a ship route. So where you just travel along a ship and stuff like that. But maybe that also helped as well, that you just sort of got to plop down your guys anywhere.
Yeah, that was definitely pretty OP. Because, like, yeah, not only could I, like, summon them there, but then I could also do... There was something else that I could do that was just, like, just put them there. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very unique, very well done. Let's rank the games. I feel like I have to go Flamecraft, Rising Sun, Dragon's Hoard, and then Sherlock.
Honestly, I think I might put Rising Sun first. It was really fun. And like, yeah, Flamecraft is good and fun and everything. But like, we've played it before, and like the expansions are good, but like they aren't anything groundbreaking. Like this was just like such a big surprise. And
we do have the expansion for Rising Sun as well, which gives us a panda warrior.
He loves pandas. And then, yeah, probably Dragon's Hoard and then Sherlock, but yeah.
We're definitely going to have to play the other 3 games of Sherlock. Other two, sorry, that's right. And we'll have to try and figure out what we do with it afterwards then, after we play all 3, which is pretty sad. Dragon's Hoard, definitely one for the parties. Flamecraft, definitely for a big old board game night. The only problem with another thing with Rising Sun is getting other people to play it. Like you need, and it took us 2.5 hours to play. Like I'm sure next time we could play it in less, but with more people, I'm sure you're gonna need that time. If you want to reserve a room at your LGS for 3 hours, make sure that they're like, well, if we go a half hour later.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I don't know if I would like it as much with more people, just because I am not good at like negotiations and like politics and like stuff like that. So I would probably just like stay out of it. But yeah, personally, I feel like it's not necessary, but it would be interesting to see how that mechanic works.
Right. And definitely with more people, it means like more areas that you can take control of and stuff like that too. And that was the big thing. It's like, I just couldn't get any points. But now let's go on to our 4 games of June. So starting us off, I chose Ethnos as as a game where you are again playing in a sort of eastern sort of state city as spirits, as you're combating them and you're trying to have your faction rule the city, it seems like. Now, how about you play your 2, and then I'll say mine last.
Yeah, so there's kind of a theme this month, and then there's not. Because, yeah, his is Eastern, and then the 2 that I picked are also... I picked Tea Garden from Capstone Games, which I really don't know much about it. I just remember that I think it was Jenna from the Board Game Garden was talking about it and that she really liked it. And I saw it on clearance at a game store and I was like, sure, I will grab that. Why not? So that'll be interesting to dive into and see what it's all about. And honestly, same with Takenoko, which is one you have also had for quite a while.
For forever, let me tell you guys. So I come from a family where board game nights of that level was not anything above Monopoly. And so it was really tough, let me tell you, really tough.
But yeah, this one is even only like 8+ age range, so like...
Yeah, no, it's very simple, very easy and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it is hard to get family and stuff to play games when they're not gamers. But yeah, basically you're just like taking care of Panda and growing bamboo and yeah.
Yes, and then to final it all out, the Toy Story deck building game, as in celebration of Toy Story 5 coming out in June. I've had this game for a little while. I picked it up from a clearance store, saw it. It's where you take upon like you're one of the Toy Story characters, and then you're going around fighting off enemies. And it's a cooperative deck building game as well, which will be super fun because I feel like each month now we have been playing a cooperative game in some way.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, so also if you want us to do like a review or something of Toy Story 5, we could definitely do that. We've done Moana 2. We wanted to do more, but we just haven't. Or maybe we could do like a Hobby Tales podcast on it or something like that.
That would be good, yeah.
Yeah, or even just on new movies coming out in general because there are so many good ones coming
out
this summer.
There are so many new ones, yep. Yeah, or even just like movie goals to see this summer too, because I want to see a movie during Studio Ghibli Fest and stuff like that too, since I want us to get more into that. Yes. Or if you guys want us to see a play of a specific game or something like that too, let us know and we would be happy to play it in either online or renting out from a game or store, or if it's actually something on our buy list, maybe we'll just buy it finally. But who knows? But thank you guys so much. Let us know what you think down in the comments of anything, please, as we are probably going to make this the summer of Hobby Ever After, where we are going to try and get a lot more content out. Definitely for me, it's just a lot more solo content of me out. Definitely some more gaming content of probably the Video Game Network. So we were just discussing Minecraft as we were looking back at the channel, and we're nearly at 150. Thank you guys so much, as we are sitting at 132. It's really cool how we're at that. It's really cool. I never thought that. I thought it would just be a couple people watching us, but now everything has been sort of going up, and it's like, wow, people, and especially with all the Neon Odyssey love. Thank you guys. Make sure to still go check out Legends of Evantress. Great guys.
Yeah, the summer of Hobby Ever After, like we just got Cryptothera in the mail.
Shit, that's right.
So definitely look out for a how to play and playthrough of that. Yeah, so if you enjoyed, if you could like the video, we'd really appreciate it. And if you want to join in the Hobby Ever After, be sure to subscribe. And we will see you later.
And see you later. Take care and bye-bye.